Well, hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Man, This Guy Has Nice Blue Eyes. It's a game where we just look at people's blue eyes and wish they were our own. Welcome back to Sherlock. Crimes and Punishments. We're trying to solve a crime that we already have a guy with a motive and stuff, but I guess we're doing our due diligence. So we're about to ask this guy, how come he ain't got no job or something. But if you're confused by that, it's because you didn't watch the last episode. So I can't explain the whole thing. Just go watch the other episode. Anyways, here we go.
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner, but you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So as a result, find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
Or you could quit drinking and be healthier, save a bunch of money, you know.
A harpooner? Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Of course. It's been a dozen years since I've sailed. I've seen everything. Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger, who sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
He mentioned Black Peter. Black Peter?
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumors about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar and violent too, swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
Huh. Well, let's keep talking then.
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened.
Yeah.
In August of that year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a sailor. The crew must have thought that she had foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
Who was he?
And who was he?
I don't know. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks.
It was Nelligan.
His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye, even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
Okay.
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye, and those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us, all right?
Of course.
Huh. Let's take a look at you. Let's give you one over. You got good taste. You got a little gray in your beard. Nice, beautiful eyes. We've already talked about those. Hairy arms. Strong hands. That's a hairy arm. We're nowhere near hands here. Gross fingernails. Yeah, I was right. I was right. Sailor's tattoo. And one more thing. What is our one more thing? Something about something? What are we missing? Very close to everything. Yeah. Something about a sweater? Yeah. Cheap clothes. All right. Yeah, well, he's poor. We've been over that. Plant the pouch. Go to the toilet.
Back in a second. I'm off to the Kazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
The Karzy? Off to the Karzy. Is that a word for... Is that a word for taking off to take a piss? Oh, we? Oh, that's store. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm not actually gonna go pee. Oh, yep, must be the store over here is the door you go to if you gotta take a loo. No, I'm just gonna pee my own. Got to pee my britches. It's what I'm gonna do now, I guess. I don't have an actual access to anything. Alright, I'm back. Nope. What am I doing? I'm back. Let me see. Plant the pouch. Okay. Just like that.
Here it is.
Here it is. Do you think we could have maybe not said that? Might maybe give away our intentions? Tobacco. You got any tobacco for me?
Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
Okay.
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod.
Yeah.
He might need good harpooners.
Yeah.
I'll tell him about you.
He's after,
Maybe, if you like, aye.
he's after a certain whale.
I'm done here.
Named
It's time to leave.
Named Moby Dick. Okay. So that's definitely his pouch. Break-in attempts? Nope. Come on. Missing tin box. Nope. Okay. Peter Carn. Well, yeah. So he was definitely there. Carnes has confirmed the pouch belongs to him. This means he was at the scene of the murder, thus proving his guilt. Not necessarily. Carnes, as it belongs to him, this means that he was at the scene of the murder, but does not necessarily prove that he's the murderer. That's true. Okay. He's a strong guy. He is that. So I want to go talk to... What is it telling me to do? Investigate the... Yeah, so... I have a feeling that tonight's going to be a good night. I also think that... that the sailor that washed aboard was probably a Nelligan. It was probably John's father. Furthermore, I do think it's worth just talking to Hurtley about, about the fact that he was...
I'm not saying
Okay.
another...
Well, can we talk to you?
What am I doing here?
Nope.
I've done nothing wrong.
Mr. Holmes?
All right. Now what? I can talk to you and tell you, update you.
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea who the murderer is yet?
I've got some theories, yes. Okay. Weapons Lee. Let's go back to Baker Street. Right. Find a use for this. Certificate belonging to the Canadian Pacific Railway. Pages had been torn out. Maybe in our records? Maybe in our encyclopedic research.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. My archive.
Yep, okay.
I can always... My archive.
Okay.
I can always consult with it if needed.
Of zero
You
use.
met Patrick Cairns, the harpooner. Do you believe he's the murderer?
Okay, so Woodman's Lee, I guess, is the only other place to go. We're gonna talk to Mrs. What's the face again? And just ask her things? I don't know. I'm a little lost. I have to admit. I gotta admit it, guys. I'm a little lost.
Leave me alone, please.
Okay. You're of no help. Well, so... I mean, it would explain the two glasses. You have him and Peter, or whatever his name was. Peter Cairns? We're just having a drink with each other. There's nothing in here? A tin box. It's just a small tin box. Can we look at the tin box again? Is there any... The sailor. We take a closer look at this tin box? No? Huh. Right. Patrick. Unemployment, you can be found often at the sea place. Which is not even, we can't even go there again. Investigate to do. Seems not to be the usual thief. What was his role in all of that? What? Maybe go back and look at their possessions again? I feel like it's been a while since... Or do we need to deduce some more things? Missing tin box. Forgetting attempts. Hurtley's letter. Oh, okay. What? Harmless flirting. It's been confirmed that Lena was flirting with Peter Carey's wife and even fell in love, but didn't go beyond affectionate but harmless words and letters. Loved Judah so desperately that jealously he could have provoked him into committing the murders. Yeah, we already determined that. Didn't we already do this? Gives him the motive for killing. Night of the murder is explained by his presence at the Woodman's Lee. The night of the murder is explained by his presence. It does give him a motive for doing it. Confirm that the pouch belongs to him. Proves his guilt. It doesn't prove his guilt, though. There's a remote possibility, unskilled, untrained man. I mean, it's possible. Hurtley is guilty. That's what we're at. Liam Hurtley murdered Peter Carey. The motive was jealousy and his love for Carey's wife. Liam Hurtley has been found guilty of the murder of Peter Carey. He must be punished by the law in all its rigor. His mind was clouded by his love for... This murder was a crime of passion under emotional duress. Nevertheless, he must answer the law for what he's done. Or continue the investigation? So can I confirm as much belongs to him? If I say this... and say that, you know, that I don't think it was him. Harmless words and letters. But it still doesn't explain, like, I feel like we're missing something in terms of, I feel like we're missing some stuff. Like, what about this guy?
These are the suspect's belongings. I wonder if these are connected.
Oh, what we're doing here? Yes, they are. They totally are.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Yeah. See, there's more due diligence to be done here. Missing papers, break-in attempts. The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts. Nelligan was looking for his father's papers. Inside, it explains his presence. Yes, it does. I do think it would require 2 men, potentially. So, can we go talk to him now? Oh, there's still deductions to be made, it says. Missing papers, $10. Okay, look at us. Valuable bond certificates were kept inside the stolen $10. John Nelligan could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been the motive for him to murder Peter Carey. He's a victim of circumstance. He does not fit the portrait of the murder, either physical. Well, it is possible. But then also, oh God. Okay. So who are we thinking? I want to see if I can talk to them.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Good. We gotta ask him questions about the stuff. Break in.
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
Bond certificates. Yeah.
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belonged to my family, but I could not find them there.
That's all for now. Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Can I talk to you
I'm
again?
not saying another.
You have found and utilized all the clues in the case. Okay, so we just need to decide what we're going to do here. So, valuable bond certificates were kept inside the stolen box. We know that for sure. The break-in attempt was made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts. It really doesn't. Nelligan was looking for his father's papers inside. It explains his presence. Yeah. That I feel really both of those are true. Harmless flirting. It has been confirmed that Liam Hurtley was flirting with Peter Carey's wife and even fell in love, but it didn't go beyond the affectionate but harmless letters and words. We do know that Liam Hurtley loved Judith Carey so desperately that his jealousy could have provoked him into committing a murder. It could have. That is true. It absolutely could have. Liam Hurtley's boots match the footprints, but we know what that is. Liam Hurtley's relationship with Judith Carey gives him the motive. It does. As explained by his affection towards her and the fact that he worked there as a gardener. Is it confirmed? has confirmed that the pouch belongs to him. This means that he was at the scene of the murder and thus proves his guilt. It belonged to him. That means he was at the scene of the murder, but does not necessarily prove that he is the murderer. But he didn't like Peter, so he wouldn't have just gone there to have drinks with him. Right? Like, at first I was thinking, oh, well, there's the two glasses. Feat of strength. I mean, there's a remote possibility that an unskilled and untrained man could manage to pin. It's true. Luck is possible. In this, it's confirmed that the pouch belongs to him, and it means right. Okay. That could have. This could have. Been caught stealing. But does not necessarily prove that he's the murderer. It's true. That's true. I feel like Hurtley is most likely. There's the motive is the strongest. Nelligan, I think, there's no way he did that on his own. And there doesn't seem to be a way to pair him up with anybody. The professional harpooner. I mean, that is damning, though. And he doesn't like him. There's no reason for him to have been on the property other than to kill him. But love is a strong motive. Oh my gosh, I didn't think we'd have to do this to actually, his mind was clouded by his love for Judith Carey. So this is like, for sure we think it's him, but how do we proceed? Liam Hurtley has been found guilty of the murder of Peter Carey. He must be punished by the law and in all its rigor. Liam Hurtley's mind was clouded by his love for Judith, Peter's wife. This murder was a crime of passion, under emotional duress. Nevertheless, he must answer to the law for what he's done. Okay, that's what we're gonna do, I think. Because I mean, yeah, I feel like there's no getting around the fact that this was a crime of passion. But he does still have to answer for what he's done. Okay. Okay. Right? Is this... okay. Yep, we're going to do it. It had to have been. I hope we're right. Do we just fail the game?
The case is solved. I am now ready to present the guilty party.
So tell me, who killed Black Peter?
It's gotta be.
It was Liam Hurtley.
That doesn't surprise me. I've never seen a guiltier-looking fellow.
He was in love with Judith Carey. It caused a conflict that proved fatal for her husband.
I see. Come on now, let us confront him.
Liam Hurtley, it was you who killed Black Peter. He learned of your relationship with his wife, and he asked that you meet him to share in a drink. Then began the quarrel. He drew his knife, and in self-defense, you took up the harpoon. Lestrade, please put that in your report.
I deny everything. You have no proof. Calm down and thank your stars that Mr. Holmes just saved your neck.
The case is resolved, Inspector. I shall return to Baker Street.
Very well, Mr. Holmes. Goodbye for now.
Okay. Liam Hurtley murdered Peter Carey, but it was in self-defense against an armed and furious drunken sailor. It kind of makes sense. The murder was a crime of passion. Hurtley's mind was clouded by his love for Judith Carey, Peter's wife. You have decided to ease his sentence. Clues found 16. Conclusion. Hold to check your conclusion. May spoil the game experience. No, we don't want to do that. Accept decision. Oh, like is it gonna change things moving forward? No, I feel right about that. I feel right. Okay, accept decision. Warning, you're about to finish the case. The save file for this case will be removed. Press no if you would like to select another moral choice. Press yes if you agree with the choice you have made and are ready to start a new chapter. Yeah. Yep. Your ranking. I'm sympathizing. You know, I've been in love before. I know what it's like to kill a man for love. So we did it. That was a case. But we don't know. We don't know if we got it right or not. I assume maybe we'll know down the road? That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene.
Look at that.
Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
There's another
Yes,
case.
Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Moriarty. Probably not.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need? Help? Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country, although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
Interesting. So as the Merry Men, those are probably going to become the, the main... Oh, we got a souvenir. Where do we put it somewhere? Where is it? Where's our souvenir? No. This room is actually... oh, there it is. The room is probably riddled with souvenirs and like references to Sherlock Holmes books and stuff like that. It's a shame actually that I don't get any of them. It's unfortunate. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Please do all three. I guess next time we're off on our vacation, aren't we? Oh. Is this the letter that we got and failed to respond to? Mr. Holmes, I'm so grateful that a detective such as yourself could also possess such a kind heart. Thank you for your decision regarding Liam Hartley, a dear friend of mine, and the murderer of my husband. Peter Carey, I'm sure that Mr. Hartley had no other choice. He killed accidentally, and clearly in self-defense. You have my deepest appreciation from the bottom of my heart. Yours sincerely, Mrs. Carey. What's this? Liam Hartley murdered by self-defense. Okay, so it's just kind of like a recollection of the shit that we've done. Okay, yeah, next time we're gonna, we'll do some stuff and do more things and stuff like that. And so until next time, you might say. Hello, Toby.
Look after Mrs. Hudson for us, Toby.